Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me, Fabha BusinessWali. I'm a level 1 student and assistant facilitator at Rehan School Online Academy. And you're watching my live interview series. And as you all know, in every live we have new guests in our podcast. And today, Ms. Roshiqua Ali has joined us in the studio, who wants to join Rehan School training course, teachers training course in future. So today we will talk about her past experiences, what she is doing recently, and also about her future goals. So first of all, Ms. Roshika, welcome to my studio. And
Thank you
Assalamu
so
alaikum.
much.
How are you?
Thank you. Very well, thank you.
Okay. So first of all, I have a request for you that kindly introduce yourself briefly for me and also for my viewers.
Uh, I've actually been an English teacher for around 20 years now. Uh, I got my initial education from Convent of Jesus and Mary in Lahore, and after that, I went to Connect College. I did my master's in English there. That was ages ago before I got married. And after that, I did another master's in education because after I got married, I moved to Multan. So Multan at that time was not a very developed place. The family I married into, they owned private schools. So I, of course, joined and I took over a branch of the school. It was called the preparatory branch, and it was for early years and primary students, basically. So we would, like I had till class 8. So after doing class 8 with me, the our students would go on to either into the matriculation stream or the O levels or the O level stream. So for running that school for around 17 years, um, we decided to, for some reasons, to close it down because they were because of like the division of business after my father-in-law passed away. So we got a property in lieu of the school. So then I started working in other schools, in other private schools. I worked as coordinator and head in Bloomfield Hall School. It is a very famous school in Multan. It is basically an O and A level based school. So I was the head there for the girls branch for some time. Then I was actually headhunted by Beacon House School. I was the head for early years there for around 3-4 years. And after that, I had a major health scare. I actually am a cancer survivor. I like I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had to go through, the whole treatment. So after that, I didn't want to, work with that, on work at a very fast paced and a stressful job environment, because you see, as a head, you are answerable for a lot of things. So I rejoined Bloomfield Hall and I started off with teaching. I would teach English for like for classes 7, 8, even younger. Because I basically am an English teacher, so I can teach English for to the pre-nursery children till O and A levels. I can very easily. So I used to take English, and then I was told that I need I needed to like sort of live up to my worth. So I was given the headship again, and I became the head for their toddlers campus. That is again an early years campus. So early years means pre-primary students till primary school. Again, unfortunately, I had another health scare. So I had another surgery. So after that, you see, I feel that uh, I should stick to work which is not very tiring and taxing on me physically. Because you see, with the when you are going to regular school, you have to be up at a certain time, you have to report at a certain time. Then of course you have to stay in the office, and there's work and teaching and coordinating with the teachers and the syllabi and everything. So I wanted, now I would like at this stage in life that I should have something which is easier on me, uh, which is not as physically taxing. I hope I make myself clear on that. And I'm very, very interested in online learning. When I was the head for Beacon House School early years, we had, they had something called School of Tomorrow. It was a major marketing point for them. So we had, internet services, we had multimedia, and and toys like AI toys, AI tools for young children to teach them basic identification of letter, reading. Oh, and my dogs. Yeah, I actually I have we have got 6 Shih Tzus, so they're always in the room with me. So whenever they hear, so I'm sorry for that. If you hear them barking, because whenever they see somebody walking around outside, so they kind of want to let their presence be felt. So basically, this is it. This is me. Uh, at this point in life, I would like to explore more about online teaching and learning, and let's see how it goes from there. I want to initially apply for a scholarship program, and I want to work in the Rehan school system for a while and learn a lot from there, and share whatever experience I have of teaching and learning, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your whole experience with us. So, my first question from you is that throughout your whole experiences, what was the hardest part for you, and what was the part of or teaching that you really enjoyed?
the hardest part the hardest part is actually, it's not the children. The hardest part is getting the parents to understand a lot of things, you see, because we have undergone, let's say, a cultural shift, I would like to say. And because of the cultural shift, when I was growing up, and if something happened in the school, let's say if a teacher was angry with me for some reason, so I got the blame. If I didn't score well, I was blamed for my lack of diligence or my lack of hard work. But here you see, nowadays with this cultural shift, you see a lot of parents blaming teachers because the child is somehow not able to perform well. So it's not, I'm not saying that what happened with me was necessarily a good thing. I don't believe that children should be, like, they should be made to feel responsible, and they need to be under stress, the way we were when we were growing up. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that was 100% right. But I also don't believe that, uh, like, the parents put the entire blame on the teacher. So I felt that, you see, the hardest thing now is for teachers. They have to play the role of the parent, because especially nowadays where both the parents work, or if the mother doesn't work, she is somehow not able to manage her time, and she's not able to bring up the children the way ideally, even in her mind, that her children should be brought up. So all the blame is put on the teacher to do everything. So I find that was a bit, that it's a little bit unfair. uh, but the most rewarding part of teaching is when somebody gets it. When, especially with little children, and you're teaching them phonics, and you're teaching them the sounds, and when they segment and blend, and they're able to read a word for the first time, and you've done it. That kind of validation, and that kind of happiness that you feel, that sense of achievement that you get at that point, it is phenomenal. I mean, you can't find a match for that. There's nothing else. It's incomparable to any other experience.
Okay, that's great. So my next question from you is that recently in which city you are living?
I'm in Multan. I'm in Multan, calling from Multan.
Okay. So my next question from you is that you have taught to many grade students or to primary level, also to the eighth grade students. So which
Yes.
grade was your favorite to teach, or with which age of students you really enjoy?
I enjoy teaching older kids. Whereas, with little ones, they are very cute and absolutely adorable and all of that. But I find that, like the middle school level, they have, for example, if we are reciting or reading a bit of poetry, and I'm explaining something to them, and they come up with their own interpretation and their own point of view. I really enjoy that. I find it most enjoyable to teach older kids.
Okay. So my next question is that you have also been a teacher, also a coordinator. So like what is the main difference you see, like being a teacher and being a coordinator? And would you, in if you ever get a chance once again, would you like to be a coordinator or a teacher?
A teacher. A teacher. I would love to be a teacher. Coordinator is like, in the schools, the coordinator and a head basically. The head has to basically deal with the parents, and deal with all complaints and make sure that we achieve a certain target of admissions, and we have to ensure certain quality, and we have to ensure that certain events take place. A coordinator basically has to see that the teachers are following the syllabi, whatever the syllabus a school has, or whatever the scheme of work a school has. The coordinator has to see that all the teachers are on the same page, and that was okay as well. But I mean, that was fine. I mean, I had no problem with that. But teaching, I really enjoy interacting with young minds, and it's somehow more enjoyable.
Okay. So my next question from you is that where did you find about this Rehan School AI teaching program?
Actually, it was on Instagram and social media, and I was scrolling, and I was working at that time, and I quite liked your philosophy. I've seen a few videos of Mr. Rehan Allah, and I was very impressed. I thought this is the direction we should go in, because you see, because the traditional school system, the O and A levels and the grades and the stress and all of that, you have to get so many A's and so many. Why do you have so many B's? And like, because you see, where as a teacher, as a head, like as an academician, I have this constant, this stress that parents have, that my child should get an A or A star. Like, why didn't they get an A? What did the teacher do? Maybe the teacher was unfair, because they attach such an importance to those grades, which are, at the end of the day, meaningless. And they're just putting themselves under stress, and they're putting their children under stress for no reason at all, I feel. And I feel that this is the direction that we should take. And it's experimental, it's certainly something new. And but in life, one should be open to new experiences. So this is how I learned.
Okay, that's great. My next question from you is that um, okay, so do you have any personal experiences with online work?
Actually, none really. Not really, because you see, I have an Instagram page. My husband is he designs furniture, and he actually has done an MBA from England, from UCL. He teaches in the morning. He's the head for UCL Tills in Multan, and his passion, his what he actually was meant to do was something in the design field. So we started a little furniture making business, and now he works with Gultex. That's a very big firm it's a big name in Multan. So they do furniture, and my husband is amazing at interiors. So this friend of mine, she came over and she looked at my house, and uh, I have got good taste. Like we have, it's something inherited. As far as furniture pieces go, as far as decor go, as far as entertaining, and basically appointing up to have a well appointed room, a comfortable, beautiful room to sit in and to enjoy. So my husband is very aesthetically inclined, and so am I. So this friend of mine came over to our house, and she said that you should have photo shoots in your house. Actually, we would have a lot of photo shoots in our house. um, Khavar Riaz is a well-known photographer. He's a fashion photographer. So he was the one who did my bridal makeup. So, and he was flown into Multan after my wedding for my Valima makeup. I mean, I'm talking ages ago. You're probably very little, so you probably don't even know who he is. But in Lahore at that time, he was very famous, and he takes amazing photographs. He's a brilliant photographer. So he used to bring over his models, and he used to say that your house is so beautiful, so I want to have photo shoots and things. So we would love it because we would see a house in the magazines, and so we would love to have the pictures taken and everything. We never took any money from him. But then this friend of mine, I'm talking ages afterwards, like last year or something, she said, no, you should have photo shoots in your house. So, like, I started an Instagram page with the name of Our Wedding Casa. So we have bridal photo shoots in our house, and it's young couples, bride and groom. They come and they take pictures in our house. We have a lovely garden. We have nice rooms, so they love taking pictures in our corridor and everywhere. So. So I actually, my first experience of running an online business is from there. So I manage that page, and sort of we screen clients, and like we decide, like who to allow in the house for a photo shoot. We've now made friends with a lot of photographers in Multan. So yes, I have an experience of kind of running an online business. I don't know how to make those videos and reels though. That my husband does and forwards it to me, and I just post it on the Instagram page. But that's about the extent of my experience as far as online work is concerned. So, but I'm open to learning. I didn't know what StreamYard was, and I kind of pestered you and sort of got you to sort of walk me through it. So I can manage, I think.
Okay, that's really amazing. So, my next question from you is that do you have any knowledge about AI, and have you ever used any AI tool in for your personal life?
Yes, actually, I the first AI tool I used was ChatGPT. I was teaching, creative writing to class 8 at that time, class 8, class 9 O levels. And this child, there was an essay, and this child brought this essay to me, and I thought, no, there's no way he could have done it. So I kind of, because like with older children, they teach you actually, they teach you all these tricks and things. So I said, no, there's no way you wrote it. Who wrote it for you? Said no one. And I knew for sure that, the parents could have done it for him. And I knew his tutor as well. The tutor he couldn't have done that. So I asked him, I said, well, what was that? How did you write this essay? I believe you did not write it yourself. I know for sure, I'm your teacher. So he told me there's something called ChatGPT. So I got ChatGPT on my phone, and I could tell that, this is how they do creative writing work now. So I felt, like that this is so easy now to write an essay. I felt a bit sad as well because you see, with ChatGPT, uh, maybe he will not learn how to express himself um, creatively the way in the traditional point, in the traditional manner. But I could tell that, that he had found a solution to a problem. I mean, like, there was a problem. He had to write an essay. He didn't want to, sort of exercise his brain that much. And so he used that AI tool. And I said, That's good, that it's brilliant. I mean, but it was somehow impersonal. It wasn't, it lacked that the personal expression that you have when you are um, when you are writing about something. I mean, all the text was brilliant. There was no grammatical error. The spellings were great. The ideas were all there. So I thought that, amazing, isn't it? It's so easy to write an essay now. Because I remember when you had to write 250 words of an essay, and you had to think about them. What are those 250 words going to entail? And now at the click of a button, you write 250 words on, whatever, and the AI is going to give it to you. So I was quite amazed. And also during my as a head, uh, I had to come up with some new ideas of classroom decor. So I've like used Meta on WhatsApp to generate images. I used AI in a few PowerPoint presentations as well. So it was a phonics workshop for my teachers, and I remember I used a lot of AI to generate images. There were a lot of gifs in my PPT as well, so that went well. So I'm like, I like to experiment. I'm not as great at using technology as maybe you young people are, uh, but I get there eventually. I get there.
Okay, that's really. I think that this is that's the most important thing as well. So, my next question from you is that are there any specific skills that you want to learn through this program?
Uh, I would, through this program, I would like to actually develop a student base and continue teaching. And, and if I could earn while doing so, because you see nowadays with the current inflation and everything, uh, I really like the idea that one starts earning at a very early age and starts becoming independent financially. So I that is a very attractive feature for me. Your Rehan School, that it's not just this investment and investment and investment, and you have to wait for a massive amount of time for return on that, and you don't always get the return on that. So I like what attracts me to your system is that one can start earning uh, as one learns. So that is a very attractive feature for me.
Okay. So my next question is that once you have learned the skills and you have done all the program, so what is the next step, or like what is your major goal?
My goal would be basically to become uh, financially sounder, and basically to basically I'm looking for financial strength as a major goal. And after that, uh, I would like, because I'm basically a teacher, so in any way that I can help students learn something which I know. I'm good at teaching English language. If I could help students learn the English language, uh, I would be very happy. It would be like a life well lived for me, I think.
Okay, that's really good. So thank you so much for your time and joining me this podcast. Okay, everyone. So
Yes,
I will
thank you.
end my live stream over here. I hope so it was informative for all of you. I'll see you in my another live with a new guest. Till then, Allah Hafiz and goodbye.